Well, hello, friends. You go with me in your imagination and just think in the past before there's a past that you can even think about. That there's a name that we call Jesus. It's not really the name of the Messiah. It's not. That's an American name. That's a European name, Jesus. Jesus was a Hebrew and he spoke Aramaic, the language of the people. Did Miriam only give the name Yeshua to Joseph as the name Jesus? No. These people were Hebrews and they spoke Aramaic, the street language, if you will. His name is Yeshua, folks. The ancient Hebrew, Matthew reads Yeshua, Yeshua. It's a common Hebrew figure of speech that makes sense only in Hebrew. We Americans, we Europeans, well, around the world, we just have not understood Aramaic, Hebrew, because we get things so confused when we say Jesus is the Messiah. But Yeshua means salvation. But Jesus does not mean salvation, folks. It just doesn't. Salvation means that Yeshua is short form of the name Yeshua means in itself Jehovah saved. It means the word, if you say Jesus saves, it's not a possibility according to Hebrew, Aramaic, Jehovah saves. Yehovah. That's the name. So every church historian of the first 4 centuries confessed Matthew wrote his gospel in Hebrew language. I must say that again. Matthew wrote his gospel in the Hebrew language. It wasn't in English, folks. It wasn't the King James version of your Bible that maybe you believe in. The name and the reason for his name makes no sense from the Aramaic or Greek or English, or really in English, any language other than Hebrew. So we're saying things that preachers and teachers should look into more carefully before they teach the people that follow them. I see preachers that have a large following teaching people things are just not true. But a good example of this, that's one of my pet peeves. People say, tell us test it is finished. Now, Jesus didn't say that. Any true uh, believer that does any studying at all, especially if you're a teacher or preacher or anybody in leadership, should know by now Telestai is Greek. It's not Hebrew. But what Jesus said in Hebrew was Ma Shalem. Did you hear me correctly? I said Ma Shalem in the language of the people. And in Old English, as we would say, from English, Old English, it was nonchalant, nonchalant. But today's Aramaic, it'll be Mashalem. You have to do a little study. It just doesn't jump off the page automatically. But if you're going to teach, you should teach what you know to be true. Unless the best of your knowledge, and you've actually showed yourself as one approved of God by studying the original language somewhat. And more people are doing that, by the way. More and more people are posting things like that. But I want to give you a heads up and say, if you're interested in learning more about the Greek or Hebrew, then we have a coursework at American Seminary. We do. We have a teacher that can teach you the basics of Hebrew and Greek. In Hebrew, uh, the straight language of for the people of the times when Jesus was on the earth. Yeshua, not Jesus. Yeshua. I love you guys for following me, and I appreciate it if you pass it on to somebody else. Just don't keep it for yourself. But if you need help to sort all this out, well, you can email me at Dr. Cecil at teachtruth.net. That's Dr. Cecil at teachtruth.net. And I'll do a free Zoom or WhatsApp with you to kind of sort it out for you and help you with some understanding because I do a free Christocentric mentoring program. It's 5 weeks long, once a week. Christocentric mentoring program. That's absolutely free. It's my gift. I've been doing this a long time. A couple of doctorate degrees, been involved with 3 seminaries, founder president of the American Seminary. And by the way, if you're looking for a accredited degree, not just a degree, but an accredited degree, check us out www.americanseminary.net, where I'm the founder and president. So I'd love to have you come over, check this out. And if you have any questions, like I say, you can email me at Dr. Cecil at Truth or Dr. Cecil at AmericanSeminary.net. I'll get that message and I'll get back with you and we'll sit down together on the computer, do a WhatsApp or do a Zoom and maybe clarify things a little bit. But as I end everything I say and do, I always say this: well, just be blessed because you already are, according to Ephesians 4:3.